Today is the last video of this series, and today we're going to talk about not going back. We're not going back to where we were. We're not going back to who we were. We are going to stand 10 toes down in who we really are. I hope you all did your homework because I want that to be the motivation behind you moving forward and not looking back. Don't be Lot's wife. Sodom and Gomorrah never did anything for you. You need to look at the rubble in your homework, all of the things you exposed, all of the things you were honest about. Finally, you need to look at that. And you need to see the value add that was not there. Don't be around here getting duped again. You got duped the first time. Now you're going to get duped again. You put it on paper. The people that were lying to you, the people that were using you, mistreating you, and you're still looking back as though you're missing something. You're going to miss something, all right? You're going to miss a lot. You're going to continue to miss out on your life. You're going to continue to miss out on your best life because you look backwards. You drive looking in the rearview mirror. It's a matter of time before you get into an accident, sweetie. So what have you learned about yourself? Comment in the comments. What have you learned about you? Let me share with you some things that I believe you may have learned about yourself. I believe you have learned that you don't require the validation of others to support who you know yourself to be. Cherry on top, icing on a cake. If they give it, they give it, but you don't need it because you validate yourself now. You affirm yourself. You know who you are. You have taken an assessment of the inventory of you. And as a result, you affirm yourself every single day. You don't go out dry. You do not go out empty. You go out full. So much so, you're even able to give to others, to pour into others from your overflow. You love yourself down. Okay. You know what you appreciate. You know what you value. You strive, you seek out those opportunities, those environments, and those people that love you too. You have new hobbies, you have new habits. Yeah, they were unfamiliar at first. They felt a little weird, a little off, but you stuck to it until it got to the point where the weirdness went away and the unfamiliarity left. And now it's your new normal. You speak with authority because you know who you are and you know whose you are. You approach the throne of God with the authority that He gave you to approach His throne. You don't approach it with fear. You don't approach it with timidity. You approach it as His creation, as His son, as His daughter, because you know that He answers your prayers and He looks forward to hearing from you. You don't ask a soul for permission to be you. You love your laugh. You love your smile. You love your dance. You love your joy. You love your peace. You put yourself first, and you don't ask others if it's okay that you do so. You know that no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to rescue you, that your life is in your hands, that you are not the responsibility of someone else, that you are not a charity case, that you are responsible for you and you take pride in that. You don't suffer from imposter syndrome. You don't pretend to be someone you're not. You are who you are unapologetically. People can take it or leave it. You're fine either way. You finally realize that no one writes the rules for your life but you. in your favor. You write them in your favor and not the favor of someone else. This is your life. If they want something to be in their favor, they need to write the rules for them. You know your people are out there, and you no longer waste your time, energy, or effort with people that are not for you, with people that do not add value to your life as you add value to others. You understand yourself as the investment, as the asset that you are, and you equally seek out others that believe in that type of reciprocity because they hold value too. You do not people please. You know that you were not placed on this earth to please people, that you were placed on this earth to please God. You are no longer a puppet. You cut the strings. You don't please people. You please God. And ultimately, you please yourself. You know you're too much and you're okay with it. And if anyone says it to you, you let it go in one ear and out the other because they are telling on themselves that they do too little. You say no boldly, proudly, with courage, without pause, without hesitation. You say no. If something does not serve you, you say no. If someone is looking to take advantage of you, you say no. If someone is trying to back you into a corner, you say no. Yeah, you are very comfortable with the word no. You start your day off right. You understand that how you start your day is how your day will go. Your day will go in the order in which you start it. If you start it positively, if you start it reflectively, if you start it in prayer, if you start it taking care of your temple, everything positive will flow from there throughout the duration of your day. You give direction and purpose to your day. The time in your day is not wasted. You value your time because you know you will not get it back. You are an excellent decision maker. People confide in you and entrust you to give them wisdom and guidance, even on their decisions. That's just how much of a great decision maker that you are. We have come so far with building ourselves up. The last thing we need to do is go back to eat vomit. So I don't care how tempting it is to look back at Sodom and Gomorrah, you were there. Okay. As the saying goes, you got a t-shirt or something like that. You got a t-shirt. Okay. That's good enough. It's not going to give what you think it's going to give. And even if and when people from back there try to draw and lure you back, what is your answer? No. We are very comfortable with the word no. It's not going to serve you. Something else with the people who try to lure you back is they want that level of comfort and familiarity back too. But you have your own unfamiliarity that you're working through. This is new for you too. So you're going to navigate your unfamiliarity and theirs too. Is that what you're doing now? You don't think you're enough to solve for? You are a lot to solve for. So you can't solve for their discomfort on top of yours. They need to figure out, as you are, how to adjust and how to acclimate to the new normal that is you. That is your real and true identity. And I mean, being real, not everyone is going to adjust. You may think, oh, they just need more time. You may give them all the time in the world and they may never adjust. They may never accept it. And that's something you're going to have to learn to be okay with. You have to decide, right? It's a decision. It's not a feeling. You can't wait for your feelings. Your feelings may catch up later. Initially, it's a decision. I'm not going back I am not going back to who I used to be. This is who I am now. Your feelings will catch up weeks, months, years later. Who knows? We don't care because we don't move by our feelings. We move by our beliefs, right? What we believe, what we know, what we decide on. That is how we move. You're someone who doesn't go back. We're talking about going back to toxicity, going back to dysfunction, going back to unhealthy relationships, going back to bad things. We'll just lump it into that pile. That's what we're talking about going back to. We're not going back to that. That did not add good value to your life. So why would you go back to it? Repeat with me. I hate to break it down this way, but we have to get it through our heads. We do not go back. I don't 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 go back to people who mistreat me. I don't go back to people who devalue me. I don't go back to people who are no good for me. I don't go back to people that disrespect me. I don't go back to people who use me. I don't go back to people who abuse me. I don't go back to people who misunderstand me. I don't go back to people who tolerate me. I don't go back to people who envy me. I don't go back to people who are jealous of me. I don't go back to people who compete with me. You get it? We don't go back. This conviction to not go back requires you to be honest about what you would be going back to. So if you didn't do your homework, this may sound outlandish. This may sound like it's just too much to do. It doesn't take all that. I don't need to do it. You didn't do your homework. You didn't do your homework. There are some evil people in this world, and I'm pretty sure you've crossed paths with them. Hopefully you avoided them, you evaded them. But for the ones who got caught up in their web, such as myself, in those instances, you have to get that out of you about what that experience was like, who those people really were, how they moved, everything that we covered in the homework. You have to get that out, see it in black and white. And that's what gets you to the place where you know that you know that you know that you know that you would never go back to someone that behaved that way, to someone who displayed those characteristics and traits. No one is going to stop you from going back to that, but you. No one's going to stand in front of you and say, hey, no, don't go back over there. And you know, in some cases there are, right? There are some people in some situations where people are trying to stop them and they still go back because they're not honest, right? They believe, oh, he'll never do it again. Oh, he really loves me. Oh, he just had a bad day. They're not being honest. With your homework, you're being honest. And when you look at it, you know exactly who that person is. You know exactly who those people are. And you know within yourself with who God created you to be, you two don't match. You don't go together. There's a mismatch there. Okay. That's it. That's the end of this series. I thank you so much. If you watched all of the videos, participated with all of the homework, A+, you get an A+. You passed. Okay, you passed this series, you passed this course. Now we're on to bigger and better. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching this video. And until I see you on our next one, take care of yourself. Bye.